everyone. This video is going to talk about themes, using WordPress themes. So far we've gotten a little understanding of how to post content in our WordPress sites, and I'm just logged into my admin dashboard, and I see I have a little number here next to my updates. So I'm going to take a quick look at this. So number one, you can find out your version of WordPress from this page. So this current version as of April 2018 is 4.95, and you'll see that I have some themes that need to be updated. So I'm just going to click select all and update themes. Now these themes might not necessarily be actively installed on my site, but you always want to keep anything that you have installed, whether it's currently deactivated or activated, up to date, so that you don't have any security issues that might take effect because of outdated content or outdated programs on your site. Alright, so let's take a look at the appearance. Okay, so if you go to appearance and to themes, you will see what theme that we currently have selected. So every year they put out a theme. That's the default theme that gets installed when you install WordPress, and that theme for where we are right now is 2017. From here you can see you can customize this theme, and you can change things such as the site identity, colors, header, media, menus, widgets, okay, all of these types of things, which we'll be going over. But I don't want to keep this default theme as the theme for my website. I want to find one that's more appealing to the style that I would like to see. So to exit out of this, I'm going to click the X button. Now from here you can search your installed themes, and you see I only have 3 installed themes, or I can add new. So if I add new, what's going to happen is it's going to take me to a list of themes, with some suggestions here that I can also look at the featured, popular, latest, favorites, etc. So this page is very similar to what you might see on the WordPress.org site. And the WordPress.org site is where all your documentation for WordPress is. All of your themes can be found here in WordPress.org. So we have similar situation here, right? Featured, popular, latest. So if I take a look at the popular, you'll see by default the ones that ship with WordPress are going to be at the top, and here are some other ones. If I take a look at popular on here, you will see something very similar. See, here's the Ocean WP, etc. It looks very similar to this. So the content is very similar. Why might you want to look at WordPress.org? You might want to just look outside of your site and kind of search for some themes. So let's take a look at some of the popular themes here. So let's say I want to trying to find one that is kind of speaking to me. Alright, let's take a look at this Serif light. So if you hover over the image, you'll see something that says more info. This page is going to be the details page about this particular theme. So you'll see some very important information here, such as, okay, the latest version of the theme, when it was last updated. So it's very important that you pick a theme that is frequently updated. If this said something from March 21st, 2017, and it's been over a year since this had been updated, this wouldn't be a theme that I would want to have on my site, because I want something that's going to stay up with the WordPress system and make sure it's using all of the features and functions of the default WordPress system. So other thing you'll see is how many active installs. So how many people are actively using this theme on their website. This will give you a couple pieces of information. One, it will tell you how many other sites are going to kind of look like your sites. I mean, we can all customize things, or we're going to have different images. We're definitely going to have different content. We might have different color schemes, different navigation menus and all that. But the underlying design of the site will be similar. Then you can see the ratings and reviews. So if you're an Amazon shopper or things like that and you like to pay attention to reviews, it's very important to see, do people like this theme? What do they like about it? So 4.5 out of 5 stars with, clearly about 300 reviews here is, pretty good, right? And then what are some other things that tells you about? Tells you how many downloads per day, tells you the actual home page of the theme. So let's take a look there. A lot of times when you press on the actual home page of the site, you can see a view live demo, and I always think it's better to view the live demo from the actual theme developer's website than to look at it through WordPress, because this way, there's some actual content in here. It kind of gives you a little better feel for what you might be able to do with it. So I do like this site. It's got some cool modern features in it, and I'm pretty happy with that. One thing to keep in mind is to make sure it's responsive, and all of these themes that you're looking at should be responsive. You can test that out by just minimizing your browser window and seeing what happens, especially with the navigation bar. Do you like that? Is that something that works for you? You can kind of see how the navigation changes. This would be like a tablet view, and then as we get bigger, this is a desktop view. So you can find out more information. What are the features? Tells you some of the features for this, and specifically if you're looking for an e-commerce type site, you might want to pay attention that your WooCommerce plugin might work well with that. Okay, so once you find one that you like, so let's say I want to try and see what this is going to look like in mine, I can come back to my themes now that I know the name of it, and there it is. So I can click install. So in order to apply this to your current site, you want to install it, and then you can live preview it. We'll see what it would look like. So this is what it would look like by default with my content that I have. And I kind of like it. Kind of think this might work for me. And so if you do like it, then you can click on activate and publish. As soon as you do that now, this is live on your site. So when I go back to my site, I won't see that 2017 theme. I should see my new theme that I've just installed here. And here it is. Okay, so now the theme is great, but now what I need to do is I need to make some customizations. So I need to go back to my themes, and I can do a couple things. First of all, let me click on theme again. That will reload this, and so now you'll see my 2017 is here and it's deactivated. So then I can come over to customize, and from here I can make some changes. Okay, now you see here this View Pro version. So there are lots of things that you can add into your WordPress site. We're going to talk about plugins soon. We've got themes, and these are things that, we just got this theme for free, but some person or some, developers created this theme and added a whole bunch of extra things to it. So they want to get paid like anyone else, so they give us a free version to play with. But then if we want to kind of extend upon that, we might consider purchasing the pro version. And usually sometimes they're $30 for purchasing the theme. Sometimes they're a lot more. It all depends on what they're offering. So that's what the pro version is. Be aware that you're going to be seeing things like this as we go along, because like I said, people are going to want to make some money off of the work that they've done. So we're going to skip over the pro version, and here I can make some site changes. if I wanted to, I can add a new image here. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then I'm going to go back, and you can see that I have some options here. What do I want? What do I want to change? Now there's going to be lots of different things here. Let me see. Do I have this? I don't really see that I have this big title section. So there's some things in here that I don't necessarily have because my site hasn't been set up that way yet. So some of these themes might give you some additional things that you may or may not need to activate on your site. So down here, the front page, it has my information about my company, my email, all of the default content you're going to want to come in and change. So let's see if I go to my footer content, so I can put something in here, and I can change my icon if I want to. Obviously you're going to want to put some realer information in here, but you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like your actual information. Don't need you to be publishing your information unless you run your own business or you really want to have some information in here. I'm going to put 2018, and I'm going to click publish. Now you'll see, because this is a free theme, that it's going to say the name of the theme down here. So I bet if we got the pro version, things like that would go away. But you'll see that my content has updated. I can click my X to go back to my customizer, and I can continue to make changes based on my home page, what I want my menus to look like. I can change that. So we've already kind of played around with some of those things, and these are the kinds of things that this is going to be different depending on the theme you choose. So the one that I'm showing you has these particular options. The one that you choose might have something completely different. Okay, so the idea is to understand that there are lots of different things that you can customize. You can also customize things here by clicking on the little pencil, and it will take you to this it'll take you to where you can change that at. So you can actually navigate through your whole site here, and if you want to make some changes to things, you can go ahead and do so. Okay, so that is it for themes. If you decide after playing around with a theme that you don't want to have that one any longer, then you can go ahead and just activate your other theme that you have installed, or go ahead and install a new theme. So I encourage you to play around with some different themes, and just keep in mind that some of the themes are pretty complex, and since we don't have that much content yet, they will require you to add some content in order to make it look like what you're seeing in the demo. Okay, thanks. Bye.